Hi, I'm Farmin Carmen, and welcome to my farm. Well, it's my backyard, and it's a garden, but I'm growing food, so it's a farm garden, a farm garden, a farmden. Welcome to my farmden. And you know, it's a little bit messy because I didn't clean it up very well last year, but that's okay. Farmdens don't need to be perfect as long as they grow food. And I'm hoping that you can get a farmden going for yourself. And it doesn't need to be part of a backyard or anything even as big as this. Not that it's big, but it could be a little tiny pot. As long as you are just growing food, it's a farmden. So let's get farming. Now I've got a shovel or a trowel, and you can try a little greenhouse with peat pellets, a little lid on there like that. Or you can get peat moss pots and put soil in them separately. You will need seeds. I chose baby tomatoes and beans and peppers because they're small and pretty easy. You need a plate or a tray to catch the extra water. You'll need seed starting mix if you are using the pots, and a watering can or something you can pour water from. Okay, so I've got a couple of different things that I'm going to do here because it's the middle of April and it's too soon yet to be putting any kind of seeds straight into the ground because it's still too cold and then they will die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my little seedlings inside first, and I'm going to be using these little pellet guys. These are peat moss and some fertilizer and stuff. I got them at Canadian Tire. And it's a little tiny greenhouse. It comes with a little lid, which I stuck underneath there. And then you put it in a window or underneath a light until they grow. But they don't have any water in them, so you have to add water. And they say to add an inch, which means 2.5 centimeters. So I'm going to take my trusty handy dandy watering can and I'm going to water these guys and then wait for like, I think they said an hour for them to get all puffed up. They're floating. That's funny. Okay, so there's some water in there and I'm going to put that aside. See? Floating. Then I'm going to take my other option where I've taken some of these guys, which are actually made from peat moss, so they can biodegrade, I understand. Wouldn't they? Maybe. We'll see. I might pop them out. We'll decide when we see the roots. And I'm going to fill these up with this seed starting potting mix, which is from a different company also that I got over at Canadian Tire. I guess I like Canadian Tire. And then I'll fill these up and then give them a good water, and then we'll get our seeds in there. So I'll be back. Okay, so I put my seed starting mix in there. I probably need to put more. That's okay. The reason why I'm working outside is because I'm making a mess, and I can just do this. Alright. That's okay. And then I'm going to give these guys a water so that they're nice and wet. Look at those guys. Look at, they're already full. Huh. That only took like 20 minutes. That was pretty cool. Do I need to add more? No, they look okay. I'll add a little bit more. It's an experiment. This whole thing is an experiment, isn't it? It's all a big experiment. Let's find out what works and what doesn't work, because we can learn from what doesn't work and then improve on it, right? Cool. All right, time to add our seeds. I have tomato seeds, I have bean seeds, and I have these sweet pepper seeds, and it's a mix, so it'll be a surprise what color they turn out to be depending on which thing I chose. So I'm going to start with a tomato, and I'm going to do some tomato seeds, and do some tomato seeds. Some people, they start the seed by putting it in a oops, I dropped one. In a paper towel to make them go, but I'm just gonna put them in. Bam. Oops, that had two. And you're supposed to put them in with a pencil. So that's 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tomatoes are first. Put the other ones back. One, 2, 3, 4. Boink. 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 Awesome. I don't want to lose them. What did I have? And beans. I want to make sure that I'm not putting the seeds really down deep in there because they still need to know which way is up. So I only put them down maybe about that much. I'm doing everything in the other containers too. I'm just trying to see what the difference is between the peat pellety guys that look like this and the seed mix that came in the bag. And I put them in the same order so that I would remember. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make nice little signs that tell me where I planted which kind of plant so that when they come up, I'll be able to tell the difference. It's always a good idea to have extra notes. Okay, now that I've got all of my seeds put into their little peat thingies and in their pots, what I'm going to do as an experiment is some of them are going to go into a window and some of them are going to go underneath a grow light that I also got at one of those garden center places, so that we'll see which one seems to work better. The window I'm putting it in faces south, so if you're wondering if you've got a south-facing window, ask your parents and take advantage of it if you can. I hope that you do really well with your little farmden, and I'll get back to you in a couple of weeks when I start seeing these things sprouting, and then we'll take it from there. Happy farming!